Hello everyone, welcome back. I decided to post Pris on top of the bike, riding the bike, just to show that she is more or less able to ride the bike. She is a bit small and her hip joint is a little bit limited. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for what a 1 to 12 figure usually does, but it's still just a little bit short of being able to ride on the bike. Or you can say this bike is huge. I would say that this gas tank is way too big for a standard bike. If it's actually a normal bike, you might be able to ride it pretty well. I haven't tried with any of my Bushinshinki figure, which probably have slightly better possibility, but I would imagine the result is about the same because of the rather limited width of the hip to actually ride on the bike. But so anyway, let's move Pris aside. And let's move on. Move on to a little bit of a detail first. What I didn't show is that there is also a decal for the speedometer. It's not really focusing, but you can guess where it is. There's also two pieces of plastic where you can paint silver to make the mirror. Indicate the light on the tip of the wing mirror. Pretty nice headlamp, which would look better if it's not actually just, yep, that's a little bit better. There's two rear lights, which I painted in orange, but it looks more like yellow than orange. You can remember, big hole, yeah, more or less pretty good. I didn't put the bike stand on it because I forgot. No reason, just that I forgot. Oh, and it comes with a little bit of stand to actually supporting it. That's why I forgot about putting the stand on as well, the kickstand on. So let's get into the transformation bit. He is practically a platformer, so don't be surprised if this bike just gone into pieces. But because it's a platformer, it makes life much easier compared to the Yamato 1 to 15. So you live with a frame of a bike. First, rotate this and turn upward. Handle. You rotate it to the side like this. Just show it again. Now you can rotate the whole front section up until this tap into this hole. Now you can split the front wheel and gently rotate it. On each side there is 3 little tabs which you can pull out. It's for decoration only. This is the leg. First of all, split it apart. You open this flap, rotate the leg out. You rotate this a little bit. You just basically unfold it. So now is to assemble it. The leg is just peg into this side. The arm over here, and that's the arm. And for the chest, take this tab off and replace it with another connector piece. And now this one, go in and tap to the inside of the leg joint. This plug in there, and then you add this back on. And there we are. Okay, and here is the Motoslave in slave mode. I guess it's slave mode, or robot mode of some sort. Looks pretty decent in terms of a company who never made a robot before. I think the other one he did are the more obscure or older anime title, and most of them are cars, and this one is a bike, which is pretty good, and it's a big scale as well. So just a size comparison with Pris, which is 1 to 12. Pretty reasonable size. The only problem is compared to the box art, it looks more goofy. Those two back wheels on the art is supposed to be a bit further out. The head should be a bit smaller. The arm should be a bit shorter, and the leg should be a bit longer and a bit beefier. And at the moment, it looks like it's just got a really fat body and a very big head. And everything else seems to be not as good. And by the way, Pris can actually fit inside it. you need to take these two armor pieces off and fit her two arms to the handle, and you need to add two pieces so that she can actually stand on it. It's a bit of a chore, so I'm not going to do it. Articulation wise is reasonable. Let's see, head turns a little bit, as in really little bit. Does look up and down a little bit as well. The arms does turn quite a bit on both directions. There is a joint here. Actually, there is two joints there, so you can actually rotate the arm. There is an elbow, and there is a wrist joint to fold it up. Basically, that's the transformation joint, and is a polycap to actually turn around as well, which it does. You can actually swap out the hands for the hand to hold the machine gun. Also, let's move this a bit. There is a hip joint which allows it to go forward and backward about 90 degrees in total. It's double jointed knee, but the main joint for the knee is the one underneath. The top is mainly for transformation. It does move a bit, so add together is about 90 degrees, and the leg does wiggle backward and forward a little bit, so enough to actually keep her standing. Not perfect, especially compared to Gundam model, and it's a bit top heavy as well, so it's not really stable. But yeah, it's not bad. Consider that the only other alternative is the much smaller scale, much more expensive 1 to 15 Motoslave from Yamato, which is famous for being very fiddly and very easy to break. Compared to that, this is pretty good, pretty reasonable. There we go. Just to improve her elbow a little bit. So yeah, if you're interested and you actually like Bubblegum Crisis, you might like this one. I cannot recommend it under retail price. I will recommend it if you see it on sales for more than 50% off, such as this one on Hobbyland Japan. When I got this one was something like 60-70% off. That's why I got it. That, and I like to have a 1 to 12 scale motorbike. Just don't put a lot of expectation on it. You will have to paint it, you will have to glue it. There's a lot of painting, a lot of gluing on this model alone right now, and I haven't finished yet. If I want to improve those red, I will have to do a lot more work. So yeah, join me next time when I review something equally obscure.